I guess you left Law and Order after 2 seasons, didn't you, to pursue other projects, correct?
That's right, I did.
Was it sort of the lack of character development? Because you're a character actor, wouldn't you say? That sort of drove you away?
Well, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, and, I had a 2-year deal, and, we just, it just didn't, what they wanted to do and what I wanted to do was not in sync.
Yeah, and you certainly did a great job. I just have to say again as Detective Fontana. And I was actually surprised when I looked up how many seasons you had been on the show because they constantly rerun your episodes on TNT and I think USA too. And it just seems like you were with the show a lot longer than that.
Yeah, people still think I'm on it because they stop me all the time and ask me, but it's fine. I had a nice time while I was there. I made great friends. I had a wonderful driver, and I had a really good assistant, and I loved working with Jesse and with the Beta.
Now, would you consider Fontana's character to be sort of a tough guy, wouldn't you? He was kind of rough.
I think he's firm but fair.
And it seems that most of the characters you have played over the years have been sort of tough, not easy-going characters, a little on the rough side, but always polished.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, no one is going to hire me to do, Othello, that's for sure. But, the challenge is always to find different personality traits in the character that you're playing.
Yeah.
So that's always the challenge, and that's the fun of it too. That's a lot of fun. And
I guess recently you just started back in probably a year ago, wasn't it? Now that you started hosting Unsolved Mysteries on the Spike television network.
Yeah, I did it. I did it about a year ago, and I guess they're starting to show them now.
Yes, I've caught an episode or two of them. And
oh, good.
Have you been? Will you be doing those? Do you know how long you'll be doing those for? Taping episodes?
I think that's it. I think they're. I think they've done them all.
Well, that's certainly a great program, but that's really different from a lot of what you've done before, hosting a program as yourself.
Yeah, it was fun to do. I got a call from the man who runs the show. There is John Cosgrove, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in show business. And he asked me if I would be interested in hosting it. I'd never done anything like that before, and I had a really nice time doing that show.
And so I guess I'll ask you, what do you have planned for the future?
Well, we're looking at it, as we all actors are. We're looking at a few other things right now. There's a couple of movie scripts that we think we're getting close to. We are working on producing a play for Broadway. I won't be in the play, but maybe on the producer end of it.
Oh, wow.
And things like that, but nothing is signed yet. But always looking and always, reading and trying to find out, some interesting things to do.
Now, I've always been interested in sort of this aspect of the acting industry, entertainment industry. What goes in, or what do you evaluate when you decide to take a part or not that's been offered to you?
Well, the first and always is the script. You have to really. For me, I'm only speaking of. You have to like the script, and overall, and then you really have to like the character that you're playing in the script, and of course, who's directing it is so important. I mean, there are so many different elements that go into it that that need to be looked at carefully. But I would say the two biggest are the script and director.
And do you find that you add a lot of your own personality into the characters most of the time, or some of the time, or hardly not at all?
I would say, well, oh no, I think all actors do, because after a while, no one, I don't believe, really knows the character better than the person that's doing that character. So if you do your homework correctly, I think most directors and producers and writers will allow you within certain limits to bring your own ideas and your own dialogue or ideas for situations into it.
Well, like, for example, on Crime Story or Law and Order, being actually a real career police officer before your acting career, did you ever comment on how certain things should be done as far as the crime committed or the way the police investigation should go along?
Only if I thought it was too. Only if I thought it wasn't done almost correctly. But I never imposed myself on any of those things.
I'm sure
If I saw something that didn't ring true to me, I would suggest maybe they do it another way. But I never imposed any of my will on them that way.
Well, Dennis, I'd like to thank you so much for wanting to and appearing on my radio program here. It's been a true honor to have you. You're one of my favorite actors of all time. I just love everything that you've ever took a part in.
Well, thank you very much. What's your last name, young fella?
Joyce. Joyce.
All right, and I enjoyed this very much. You're a pleasant young man.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And once again, thank you so much. It's been a true honor to speak with you.
Buddy. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Good luck in school.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.